Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, y'all? It's very cold outside today. Not really. It's not as cold as yesterday. But I was working till 1 a.m. last night. Very late night. I got there at 3. And, got off work and got back home at like 1:15 around. I got back here late. So, I'm doing a little later lift than usual. I got up at 12 today because I didn't sleep through my alarm. After I woke up from my alarm, I just dozed off again and I woke up at like 12. So we're up late today. I hate when that happens, dude. I hate when my schedule's all rushed because if I got up at 10, whatever. But I guess I needed to sleep because I got up at 5 a.m. yesterday and I was up all the way till 1. So, I was almost up for 24 hours. So, whatever. But that doesn't matter. So the only thing that does matter is getting in the gym, kind of getting out. I have 3:45. I have 2 hours and 25 minutes till my work does start again. And in that way, we will I gotta get gas too before I'm going to work. So I got time and everything. I just gotta make sure I'm doing everything I need to do. But so we'll probably be in there for 45-ish minutes today. Get back. I pretty much calculated with the bare minimum lift and driving and everything, I need an hour at the gym. And that's not hour at the gym, it's an hour span of time where I'm doing workouts and then driving on the way back. But pretty much that's what I figured out. But today is back and biceps. And what that's going to consist of is just going to be some rowing, some pull downing, just the standard stuff, nothing too crazy, nothing too bizarre. I'm going to do some shrugs today, actually. So I'll make that like maybe my third exercise. Maybe do a lat row. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I might only do just a lat pull down for my lats there, because I usually do mid back row and then a lat pull down, like a lat row. So my lats are usually getting abused, so I might just do a lot of mid kind of upper back work today. But for biceps, I'm gonna make it a short one. I'm only doing like 3 or 4 sets, 2 exercises, maybe 1. I always do hammer curls, so I might just do hammer curl and then something else, or I might just do something else for biceps. I don't really know, because for biceps, I don't know. I like a straight bar, but a lot of the ones with straight bars, I don't know if I have wrist problems. I don't know if this is a common problem, but whenever I do straight bar things, sometimes it hurts right there, depending on the one I do and how wide I am with the bar and shit. So it's kind of like we'll figure it out kind of when we get there. But for rear delts, I don't know if I'll show them today. I never show shoulders for some reason, but if I don't show shoulders, I'll probably tell you guys at the end too. But I'm just gonna do rear delt flies on the cables, which is you have 2 cables that are close together, and you do those. I can't really do the full range of motion, but it's like that. So really simple one, just like a pec deck, a reverse pec deck, but just I think a better alternative because you're able to get more of a stretch that way, and then a really, because with the pec deck, you're stopping like right there, but in reality, the range of motion is right there. See how it's stretched right there? Right there, it's still right there. It's really stretched. So, but we're gonna get in there. I'm gonna hop in the sauna for like a minute again, 2 minutes, and then hit my lift, and then so I'll see you guys in there. First, now we have a mid-back row. We're going to be training heavy for these. I did 3 sets. I dropped the 10-pound plate, and I dropped 1 more plate. So I did 3 plates on my last set on each side. Make sure you're retracting your shoulder blades together when you do this to hit the most mid-back. And do some partials at the end. I did 2 sets on lat pull downs today. Make sure you're driving your elbows to the floor. I trained 9 reps with these today. Make sure also when you're driving your elbows to the floor and exploding down, make sure you go slow on the way up and train heavy for these. Now to get those mountains on your back, which is for the upper traps, we're going to just be doing heavy shrugs. I trained around the 12, 15 rep range today. I did 3 sets. And since I wasn't using my straps, I just also wanted to get my forearms and grip strength involved. So if you see me drop the weight, I'm not like totally just dropping it off, but I just set it down. That's why the safeties are high, but make sure you explode up. I hit a PR on hammer curls today. Did 5 reps, 60 pounds for these today. So train heavy for hammer curls. They're a curl that you can go heavy on. So like I said, just go heavy. Train and moderately controlled for these. You can do a little ego lifting for these, swing the weight up, but don't totally ego lift. Always kind of be smart with these. But like I said, train heavy, hard. Now we're also in the biceps again. We just did preacher curls. Did 7 reps, 2 sets. And train moderately heavy for these, but make sure you're getting a good squeeze on these. Preacher curls is the one you don't really want to go insanely heavy on, just because it's more of a bicep kind of injury-prone type of exercise if you go all the way down. But I go a little above all the way down because I just keep constant tension on the biceps when I do this. I had a longer workout than usual. I don't even know how. I didn't yap at all, really. I mean, I had a couple sentences with a guy and a couple dialogues with a guy I know from work and shit. But, like, other than that, just a longer workout, which I don't fully mind, but at the same time, for time reasons, I kind of got to go. I got, like, an hour before work starts, so I got to kind of bust my booty a little bit. But great workout overall. Instead of doing a reverse pec deck, I just did a, whatchamacallit? Bent over lateral raises, or bent over, like, whatever. They're like lateral raises, but you're bent over and you're hitting your rear delts more. I think that's what I call them, but they're like bent over, kind of like they're like these, but you're bent over, so it hits your rear delts and traps a little bit. But that's what I did at the end. I did those for 2 sets. So, but overall, good workout, I gotta say. Checked the pump today a little bit, like 2 minutes, not even, like a minute. And I gotta say, wasn't the best, because I'm not on the most amount of carbs. I mean, I am. I'm not on the most. I'm on a good amount of carbs. I'm on like 209, but I just felt a little puffy, so just something with my diet I gotta kind of rearrange. But yeah, I mean, and there was a bunch of people, so that's why I also didn't record it. I mean, I was talking with a guy in there for literally like a minute again. Cool dude. But we were talking, and he does like the posing videos and stuff. But he also said when there's people in the locker room, doesn't record them, because it's like you're in the wrong if you are recording in the locker room and you get somebody that's naked. It's like, I would be careful about recording in the locker rooms, even if you're just talking or whatever. If you just get like an old man in there that's naked and he sees that, well, for one, he's not as knowledgeable or as knowledged as, like, what's the word for it? He's not as used to or doesn't really know about like the YouTube stuff as much as we do, right? So if he sees you recording in there, he might just think you're being a creep, and that's all that he's fair to think that there's creeps. I mean, there was people that Joey Swole got on, and I think Joey Swole's a little bit of a meme, but his whole thing with like do better, that's true, and there was some guy who was in the locker room recording posing, and he got some naked guy, and he posted his naked body on the internet on TikTok. And I don't know how his video didn't get banned. I'm pretty sure he deleted it, or if it did get banned, I haven't seen the video, but it's I just seen Joey Swole's kind of reaction and him blocking out the guy who was naked. But it's just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, if I ever had some naked dude in my video, let's say I didn't notice them until after the video was done and I recorded it, and I like, oh shit, I would, for one, either just try to block him out of frame completely, or two, put like a sensor bar over him at least, you know? So for one, you don't see his face at all even, and two, you don't see his junk. I think that's kind of weird. It's like, just be respectful. I think that's one thing a lot of people need to understand nowadays, just in a general sense, is just be respectful. I mean, everyone learned, I think, as a kid, what the golden rule was, which was treat others how you treat others how you want to be treated. I almost messed up the rule. I don't even know what I'm talking about. No. But, like, just be in general. Just respect others how you want to be treated. I think that should be simple, common knowledge. You know, I think everyone should be nice. Just be respectful towards others, you know. But, you know, lift though, biceps, did 4 sets. Like I said, I did 2 sets of hammers. I think I did 3. I totally did 3, but I only counted 2 sets on accident. Whoops. Well, I did 3 sets of hammers and then 2 sets. I did 5 sets of biceps. But targeted biceps mainly, I guess you could say 2, because I did 2 sets of preachers. That's it. But, you know, I think with certain movements, I gotta bite my nail there. No, I got it right. Okay. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm probably not. I really don't care. But the one thing about like certain movements that I think you can sort of get away with ego lifting is certain movements like hammer curls, and that's like the movements where you're not really gonna get injured on them unless you're horribly ego lifting. Like for me, ego lifting on like a hammer curl is a little swing, right? Little swing and not really fully controlling on the weight down. Like you don't have to go. No, like you can go. You know, kind of not drop it either, but you're not letting the weight control you necessarily, but you're also getting an extra rep or 2, right? There's certain movements like that. Like I'm trying to think of like another movement that you can kind of ego lift on. Maybe like a rowing, like a chest supported row, you can ego lift a little bit, right? And when I mean ego lift, I mean you're just not having textbook form. I don't mean totally, like I've seen some people, and I you know, I'm not gonna judge them, because I mean they might love that way to do it. I don't know. It's not the right way, I don't think, but hey, everyone's different. You know, I'm not gonna judge you. But I see some people like on not lateral raises, lat pull downs, where I think, I'm not saying my form is perfect, but I'm pretty good at it. They swing their back so far back, and then they do like the pull, and it's just like you're doing a row. Like I seen some guy, I think, obviously you're ego lifting. It's for your ego, and also you want other people to be like impressed and everything, but he was like grunting really loud too, which I have no problem with that. I'm not judging the guy on grunting or, you know, doing whatever not, but it's like you could have got so much more out of that movement, you know? You could have done so much more from doing it a better way. And that's just kind of lowering the weight sometimes and learning the form a little bit better. And, you know, I think I could be even in that column too. It's just like, what I think everyone should do once in a while, maybe not even that, but just once, if you're doing an exercise, lower the weight one time or do your warm-up sets and kind of do it in a different way and see which way, like a lat pull down, maybe for you a more upright is the best way for you, and then you could try it kind of back and then swinging back a little more, and then see which one feels the best. And if the one that's like the most strict feels best for you, you should probably do that one. Like, let's be honest, if something feels the best for you, you should probably do that. Don't worry about the weight. I still have that issue. When I see people that are in the gym, you know, and I'm like, I respect them because they're like, I respect everyone in the gym. I'm not saying, but like, you have certain people that are like, dang, dude, those guys are huge. And then you want to either outwork those guys, just like a little, I think it's like men, just competition-wise, they put in their head. It's like, wow, I got to outwork these guys. No, you really don't have to, but it's like you want to. So you may not overlift, but you're maybe doing more weight than you should on some sets. So you know, it's just a competition thing for me. Because I love competition. I was always in competition. You know, I was always in basketball. I was just always in sports in general. So every now and then I get those grooves, or, you know, I get that mindset where I have to, you know, beat these other guys, and they're not even in competition with me, you know? So it's like, oh, what am I doing? Let me just lower the weight so when I actually am in competition, I can beat the other guys I'm in competition with, you know? But it could also be a good thing in the long run because I'm also doing more weight, right? Bro, what are you doing? We're in a roundabout, dog. It's a yield. You can go home. What are you doing? I think one of my biggest pet peeves is people who don't know how to drive, like the rules and stuff. You know, honestly, that and technical difficulties, it's honestly the most infuriating thing, I think. Any type of difficulties are infuriating, but when you have a bad driver, dude, for one, it's dangerous, right? Because you got people that don't know how to drive, and you could be going through your day like I could have been just doing that, and we were on a roundabout, that guy stopped, and let's say I wasn't going to react, and I didn't stop. Oh, I hit the guy in the back, and we messed up both of our cars. You know, it's not a fun situation. So, you know, just drive safe, y'all. Learn how to drive on the road before you do it. I did some DoorDash last night, though. I got a story. I was doing some DoorDash last night, and I'm in a bigger city. It's not a big city, but it's it's pretty good size, right? So sometimes you're gonna do orders, that are 20 minutes apart, right? My last orders were 22 minutes away. Think about that. Well, I got done from Wingstop. I delivered this guy's food, and then I had to go to McDonald's, right? Okay, McDonald's. The McDonald's is... Wait. Let me think. Okay, no. Okay. So, Wingstop, right? I got an order, right? I said I was going to get paid like $12, $11 or whatever. So, pretty good, right? I was like, okay. And I didn't see it was 2 orders. Even if it is 2 orders, I'm always just like, okay, whatever. It's 2 orders. I can just get those done real quick. It was so annoying. 1 order, 5 minutes. No, 3 minutes away. Awesome. I love those orders because I got paid like $6 for 3 minutes out of your day, out of my day. So that's awesome. Thank you. Then another order, 22 minutes away. Like, DoorDash, come on. Y'all gotta be kidding me. And then, my last order, go to McDonald's. It's an 11-minute drive. I take like 30 minutes at this McDonald's, dude. 25 minutes. It's taking so long. And I don't know why. It's not like the busiest McDonald's in the world. It's just late night McDonald's, and everyone loves to be slow for some reason. It's fast food. That's the thing I never understood, and the McDonald's is going down in very rapid pace, is they are not fast food anymore. They act like they're fine dining now. Everything's expensive. That's why I don't go to fast food anymore. The only type of fast food I get is when I'm with my girl and we go to like Starbucks or something, and or I go to Costco for the chicken bacon stuff because it's a higher macro, good macro kind of food. There's a lot of sodium and stuff in it, but I can worry about that later. But it's just ridiculous how much everything costs food-wise. And I'm just in the position where it's more noticeable because I'm not a millionaire or anything. But it's like, I think even millionaires are like, wow, this food is ridiculously priced. Like, why do people even buy this? And I don't know. I don't know why people go to McDonald's. Because I know there's some people probably go to McDonald's and fast food every day. And they're wasting so much money. That's the thing I don't ever understand about people, is they go, oh, healthy food costs so much. Not really, dude. A meal at McDonald's for, like, I did go to McDonald's, like, I think 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and that was, like, before that I haven't gone in months, you know? But I was really hungry. Me and my girl were, so we were like, well, let's just go to McDonald's. Let's just get something real quick. Well, for one, it took us, like, 15 minutes, 10 minutes to get out of the line and everything and go home and shit. Like, wow, that took a long time for McDonald's. And then also, for my meal, it was like $14 alone for a number 9 meal. which is 2 cheeseburgers and a fry and a drink. Think about that. One meal is $14. Dude, you could eat like 3 meals for the price of that at like Costco if you buy in bulk. That's all I'll say. I'm about to be home. I have to kind of hurry and get off here and everything. But that's just one thing that's like my biggest pet peeve is when people say that food like that costs so much money. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It just takes more time because you have to make it for yourself. That's really it. And it's the cleanup. That's really it. And I guess if you're a person, like I said, who works all the time, I get it. It's hard to meal prep. But do yourself a favor once in a while, just meal prep. Do yourself a favor. Don't get in the cycle of going to these crappy restaurants or whatever fast food chains that don't care about you at all and don't care about your health. Because all the preservatives that keep them, awesome and looking great. But I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.